Old Moon was the biggest mule I'd ever seen. A mammoth, I'm telling you now. I'm guessing he had to stand 18 hands tall, and I figured that he'd pull the plow. Tom bought him, but didn't know nothing about him. Didn't know if he even was broke. So we backed him down out of that trailer with care, not to spook him, held tight to the rope. Then we led him on over to the Circle Corral, brought a saddle, a bridle, and twitch. Old Moon stood as still as a pillar of stone. Not once did that mule even flinch. I wondered just what kind of ride I would have on an animal big as that mule. Gosh, he'd buck like a bramer, there wasn't a doubt. To mount him would take a dang fool. But I was committed, 'cause I was the one who said I can ride with the best. Just show me the critter and then step aside, and I guarantee you'll be impressed. Well, I'd need to boost up just to step in the stirrup. My stature is not very high, and I realized once I got mounted, I'd be sitting up close to the sky. Too late to back down. I'd done stuck my neck out. I was already drawing a crowd. My audience lined up along the whole fence, just a hooping and hollering loud. So we saddled him up, getting ready to see a one-man, one-mule rodeo. I slung my leg over, pulled down my hat, grabbed the reins and said, "Boys, let him go." My heart was a-pounding, adrenaline pumping. I said a prayer under my breath. His ears were laid back and I felt him tense up. A face-to-face meeting with death. Well, they all stepped aside, gave that mule lots of room to kick them big feet in the air. I braced for the ride, holding tight with my knees. But Old Moon didn't go anywhere. Well, I nudged him a little, sat deep in the saddle, preparing for what would come next. Then I took a deep breath and I nudged him again, not quite sure now just what to expect. Well, they all stood there staring and wondering just what kind of a mule have we found, when Moon gave a snort, knelt down, let me off, then laid down right there on the ground. We silently watched as with saddle and all, he rolled around there in the sand, then got back on his feet and shook off the dust, and I got an applause from my fans. My lesson in life is you just never know. Should not be too quick to assume. Prepare for the worst, then take what you get, as I learned when I mounted Old Moon.